Hi everyone, it's Julie here from Little Woolly, and I'm going to show you how to make these little Christmas trees today, how to crochet them. These little crochet Christmas trees. They're pretty simple, just a bit of a single crochet triangle with a border, which creates this little trunk. So yeah, let's get on with it. I'm going to get some wool. We need a 4mm hook and some 8-ply wool. I might do a bright pink one today. See how that looks. Hopefully you'll be able to see it fairly clearly. I'm just going to move these little guys back a bit, and we'll see how we go. So you start off with a chain. We're going to chain 9 stitches, chain 9 chains, 9 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's going to give us the base of our little triangle, and then we're going to work back into the chain row and make 8 single crochets. So you skip the first one, and we're going to go into the second one from the hook. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's our little base row of 8 single crochets. We're going to make another row of those, the same thing, chain, turn around. Now we're going to just work into the first, each stitch across the row. So we want 8 again, so it's under, you're going to go into this little part here. So your chain doesn't count as a stitch in this pattern. Just put it under there, and away you go. 1, 2, this is the last stitch in the row, goes in under both of those last V's that were a bit curvy, sort of curved around. There you go. So that's your 2 rows of single crochet. That's the bottom of our little triangle. So let's see if we put it on the top. That's the base of it. Then we're going to go chain up. Now we're going to start decreasing. So we're going to skip the first stitch. So we're going to go into this one here, because that's your first stitch, then here, this second one here. So it's the third chain sort of from the hook, and we make 1 across. 1 stitch across in each stitch is what I'm trying to say. So that gives us 7 stitches. 2, 4, 6, 7 stitches in that row, which is what we want. Chain, turn around, do the same thing. Go into the second stitch, skip the first one. That gives us 6 stitches, so you just see a little bit of a slant in the edges. Chain up, turn around. Second, skip the first stitch, go to the second stitch, make 1 across, 1 in each, 1 across. That gives us 5 stitches, which you can see there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe you can't, I don't know. It's hard to tell if this is going to be easy to see or not. Okay, then we're going to go into this one here, which is your second stitch there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Chain up, turn around. 2, 3. That's better. Then chain. Now we're going to do 2. Skip that one into that one. 2. Chain. Turn around. around. This is the row we're heading with our last stitch. So we skip this one here and go into this one. Make this chain. So that's the final stitch on our little triangle. So you see that we've got a little triangle happening there. So we're going to make a picot now to make a nice point. 1, 2, 3, 4 stitches, 4 chains, and then do a hook through the first chain, pull back a loop, back through the one on your hook. So slip stitch through to make that. So it's called a picot stitch, gives you a little round bit. Then we're going to anchor that into the side here. We're going to start our border down the side of the triangle. So make a single crochet into the side there, do a chain, same thing again, single crochet, chain. I'm doing about 5 stitches along this row, so you just space them out nice and sort of even. That's 3, this will be 4 and 5. Actually, I might take that one a little bit lower. Oh, they've all come out. You can see how it's, there's room for modifications in this. There's not, any real super correct place you have to put your hook. You can just find a spot that you're happy with. I'm going to put my last stitch in there. So there's my 5. One, a bit hard to see with the pink, but there are 5 along there. Okay, now we're going to do the corner, 3 chain, and then slip stitch into this first stitch of your base row, like that. And then we're going to slip stitch across to the center. And 5 chain out, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we're going to make a single crochet into the second chain from your hook. And then we're going to do another one along there. Oh, hang on, I think I did a slip stitch then by accident. Try that again. 1, 2, that's better. And there, 2 single crochets, then a slip stitch and another slip stitch, and then a slip stitch into the body to join it up, and that gives you your little trunk, cute little trunk. And we're going to continue slip stitching across to the edge of your triangle, like so. We have a row there. Then we're going to do some 3 chains again and come up around this side, single crochet in there, chain, single crochet, chain, single crochet, chain, single crochet. So you want to space them out fairly evenly if you can. Oops, sorry. Along the side of your triangle. So I've got 1, 2, 3, there's 4 there. So the last one is going to go into the base of that picot edge row. And then we're going to do 2 chains, or maybe 3. We'll do 3, and we're going to join to our picot here. It's a little bit, that's it, that worked all right. Get your hook through there and join her off with the slip stitch and pull that through. Snippety snip. And pull that through nice and tight. And there we go. We have our triangle done. Our little Christmas tree done. Now, there's a couple of modifications. That, if you would like that a bit pointier, you could finish off with 2 chains there, not 3. Just take it, that would just make it a little bit, tiny bit tighter there. Otherwise, or else, and you could also make them a bit smaller by starting your chain row, instead of 9 chains, you could do 8 or 7 and just do the same process, but starting at a slightly smaller, with a smaller amount of stitches. So that all you have to do to finish it off is sew in your ends, which I will do now, and then you can make a whole heap of them and create a little garland by connecting them by chains and single crochets into the top. So they're kind of fun. Oh God, I've split that. That's no good. Yeah. I'll try and thread this. That's better. So I usually just take this through to the back like that, and turn it over and run the needle down underneath the stitches like that. Getting there. That's that one, and then you do the last tail from your tail as well, which can be a bit tricky to thread. Oh, no, good. And we just run that one up these edges too on the other side of our Christmas tree. That's it. Like that. I'm going to snip them off. And it's all done. Ta-da! One Christmas tree. So they're kind of fun to use up little bits of scraps. And yeah, happy making.